Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't been on here for such a long time. I don't think I filmed in like 2 weeks, and I'm so excited to be back to filming because I think there's so much to update you on and so many new things that I learned that I want to make videos about. I'm literally in my house, in my guest bedroom on the floor, because my house is impossible to find good lighting in. Like, I've tried every single room, every single window, but it's just way too dark, and now I feel like we are here finally with good lighting. You guys can see me. I wanted to make a video because I think it's time to let you guys know of kind of more about my Amazon journey and more personal things. For example, these videos I love to watch, and it's videos of people's failed products or for their first products when they first started, because it's super fun to follow someone from the beginning and kind of see their progress and also learn from their mistakes, because it's like there's so many things you can possibly launch, but not all of them are going to be successful. And then you obviously don't want to fail at every single product you launch, so it's really good to hear everyone else's like past stories and how they launched their product. And now that my product is officially off the market, since it did not work out, I can actually tell you what it was, and it was a really good experience for me, and I think I learned a lot from it. And that's how important failures are, because a lot of people, I think, have the misconception that e-commerce is easy, because, and I don't blame them, it's a great opportunity, but there's so many videos online which are more so positive, which I think is amazing, but from the outside it could look like that success came overnight and that it's super easy and that everyone just launches their first product in like a month and then start already making really good money on it, and there you go, and now they're set for life. But that's completely not how it is at all. And I can tell you from first-hand experience, because even now I'm struggling and I feel like I've learned so much, but it's still, if Amazon keeps evolving by the week, and you just have to keep up with everything. You have to keep up with your competition and keep up with launching and sourcing new products. It's a legitimate business. It's not like a get-rich-quick situation. And even if you have one winning product, that doesn't necessarily mean that the rest are going to be winning. And I am like a prime example of that, because this first product, I was so convinced that it would be everything. I looked at the numbers, I looked at the reviews, at everything, and it just looked perfect. I don't think I could have found a more perfect product. I was like, yes, I got this. And then I soon came to realize that I don't got this at all when my product, well, anyways, I'll just tell you the story from the beginning. But first, drum roll please, I want to tell you what the actual product is. And if you guys have done research, a lot of you will recognize it. I'll put a picture in here too, so for those of you who don't know what it is, you can actually see it, because it's kind of weird. It was the Jade Roller. I know, very interesting situation. So, you know, looking back and at all the mistakes, I can totally see now where it went wrong, but I was so optimistic. What happened to me is I launched 2 products simultaneously, and that one was a fluke. Bummer. And then the second one did really well. I think there are very specific reasons to why this product didn't work, and I want to share them with you guys. So and you guys can even look it up now. I'll insert some screenshots. The numbers are still really good, but the problem is it's like a market that was cannibalizing itself. So first off, I found this product on several avenues. So you know the different methods of product research. First, I found it on the best sellers on Amazon, which pretty much everyone can see. So that's already not a good sign. I found one seller on there. I looked at the market. It looked great. Numbers were really high. Reviews were all under 100, which is crazy to believe. Everything was doing from like 5K up to like 30K a month with this product on the first and second page. So it was doing really well consistently. And I also found this product on the Viral Launch product research tool, where you can type in parameters of like numbers and revenue, and then it gives you products that are doing well, and then you can study the market based off of that. So when I was doing my product research, this product came up a lot, which should have been a red flag already, because if I'm seeing it this many times, chances are everyone else is seeing that as well. So the thing that got me to pursue it, even despite the fact that it was coming up a lot, and I figured since it's on the bestsellers list, perhaps everyone else is seeing it too, but it was just kind of my blind optimism that continued me forward into thinking that I could still do well, despite the fact that I didn't differentiate myself enough. And that's a huge problem. So despite the fact that the numbers were great, Still, the market was very, very similar. Every single product was a jade roller. There was ones that were cheaper and there were ones that were slightly better quality that were more expensive. So I thought that if I go for the better quality one, that I would do well over everyone else. And to my defense as well, everyone else's listings were horrendous. And I'm not even over exaggerating. The best sellers had like 2 pictures. The listing was not optimized, and I thought, wow, like if this is it, I can totally make these pictures so much better. I can have like a graphic artist redesign all the angles of the jade roller, make the packaging amazing, and I did do a really, really good job on the listing and on the packaging. I thought that that would be the only factor that would move me forward, and I thought that would be enough to differentiate myself. However, if you look at all those pages, even now, guys, it is still the exact same thing as it used to be. The product is completely not differentiated. It's like one type of jade roller or another type of jade roller every single page. And it's just, when I was starting to look at the market, the prices were good. Like you could sell it for like $13 to $15. There was even some sellers for like 17 on there. And were really, really bad listings and really, really like bad Chinese products that weren't even really private label. They didn't have a logo on the handle or anything. It was just a full-on like product from China just put in a private label package. But I made my packaging really like premium, and I made it look really nice, and I put my brand on the product as well to make it more luxurious. However, that still wasn't enough, because at the end it is still the exact same thing as everyone else. Sure, it's a little bit better and the quality looks better. However, the problem is it's still not differentiated enough. Like I didn't bundle it with anything. Looking back now, if I were to bundle it with something else, I think it would have done a lot better, just because it would be like 75% different than most things. But I just didn't know the importance of bundling in the beginning. I didn't think that like I honestly thought that my listing optimization and just differentiating the packaging to make it look really nice would be enough, but it wasn't. And I don't want you guys to fall into the same mistake, because just because right now 1, 2, even half of the sellers on the first page for a product are doing well, that doesn't mean that you can do the exact same thing. And I think that's also a huge misconception, because a lot of videos tell you that if one person's selling it well, you can do the exact same thing. But at the same time, you don't know what else that person is doing. They could have a really strong sales history. They can have other products that they're a brand, or other products that they're piggybacking that new product off of, so they can be doing email marketing, Facebook ads. Like you never know why they're getting those sales. So just because a few people are doing well, that doesn't necessarily mean you can do well. If the whole market is strong, you have to find a way to differentiate a product enough where it's better than everything else. It's because this is where the difficult part. It's not just that easy as putting something up like everyone else. Maybe you can do that 2 years ago, but not anymore. And I did not know that. Like I honestly thought the listing would be enough. It was very highly optimized. I got my reviews, so I had a good review rating and everything. But when my product got up, that's when things started happening. It was such a competitive niche, and there were so many like negative people like cannibalizing the market, that I actually started getting fake negative reviews from sellers, other sellers, and them like emailing me like literally like passive aggressive things. And I thought that was my first experience with that. I'm like, wow, these people are literally, this is how it is in some of those markets. It is possible to be entering a market like that. And usually when it's such an easy product where you don't have to innovate anything, where you can just literally tell them to like print your brand logo and put it in a package, that's probably going to be the case, because everyone else and their mothers is doing the exact same thing. So that was a big issue. Basically, I tried to sell the product. I think I ordered 500 units, and I think I sold around 100 units. So for some reason, like I did PPC, and that helped drive sales, but it was almost like break even / some profit. It was like barely anything, so it doesn't even count as anything. So that was basically what happened with that product. Since then, I took it off because I was about to face long-term storage fees, and I didn't want to deal with that. I just saw how aggressive the market got, and how like there's just I didn't want to invest basically any more money, time, energy, effort into it, because I knew that that was the mistake that I ultimately make. I honestly think the biggest takeaway from that is my lack of bundling the product with something and just going into such an aggressive market where everyone else can do it and can enter it. So that's like your biggest tip of that you can learn from me, and the failure sense of that product is really look out for the whole market and really see how you can differentiate. It's not easy, guys. It takes brain power, but there are products that you can differentiate, add more value than everyone else is offering. Because in this case, it's like, why would they have bought my product as compared to everyone else? Like, yes, it was better packaging and looked better and higher quality, but at the same time, it wasn't enough to make it really stand out with everyone else. And also taking into account there were sellers in there, and they still are doing exceptionally well, but they have been selling this product for such a long time, and they have that sales history that's very consistent before everyone else started entering. So now they're at the top of the page, and it's really hard to penetrate. So if that's a product you're looking for, I definitely recommend against it. I almost wish that there was like a video like this out for every single product that people have had failures with, so they can put it out there, because A, you know it's a bad product, and B, now you can know why it failed. This video isn't even really about the product, it's more so what you can benefit from learning from the failure and what reasons that you can apply to the products you're looking at now so they don't fail. But even if it does, guys, like, trust me, that's not the end of it. Like, the Amazon has so much opportunity still, it's crazy. So just because 1, 2, 3, like, I know people that have literally have consecutively failed products, and then they just do really well with like one and then build up on that. It's just not the end if one doesn't work out. Otherwise, like, you just have to know how to push through the failures and to do better each time, because just because that product didn't work out, I had other products that did, and it's a very exciting feeling to know that that's not the end. I hope that you found this video enjoyable. I know I love watching things like this, because I'm always curious what people are launching, since, you know, no one really talks about it, and also to see why it didn't work. But I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and if you like the channel, please subscribe, because I post videos quite frequently on here. And also follow me on Instagram, like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day.